All right. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Gosh, it's almost the end of the week. I hope you're doing all right. Me? I'm okay. Today's been a challenge. Work threw me a few curveballs and I ended up in more meetings than I wanted to. I also forgot to load the world save in the middle of the break. I gotta like when my ad break thing shows up, I have to like have a command that's like, "Hey, load the damn world." So it reminds me, it just like screams in all caps. But it was an alright day. It was okay. It was a day. I don't have too much of a plan for tonight. Harvested some carrots during lunch. Grilled some chickens into a pan. I did a little bit of smithing just because it's a pretty time consuming task. Hi, Abby. Um, oh, right. It's the 19th, right? Tomorrow's the 20th. Tomorrow's the Amazing Digital Circus. Oh, I can't wait. Super sick. Skin feels painful. Brain wants to fall out. Oh, no. Really annoys me. Sounds like inflammation, but I mean, that could be a lot of different things. But that does suck. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know how I get a smudge on these glasses when I only wear them for a couple hours a day and then I don't touch them again. Excuse me a sec. I need to invest in like some throat lozenges or something. I don't know if it's allergies or if it's just all the talking I already did today. I'm kind of tired going into stream half cocked. Yesterday was good because I was doing audiobook reading, but I didn't have time to do that today. I'll probably make time for it this weekend. Probably not tomorrow, unless I've got a bit of free time. But yeah, I have a loose plan of what I want to do today. Um, I want to work on a smithing area. I want to get a setup for where we're eventually going to have a helve hammer and a pulverizer. I've actually got parts for a pulverizer already because there was a ruin that generated from better ruins and um where did it go? There it is. Yeah, I've got a large gear, a transmission, and a pulverizer frame. I still need the actual arms, I need the toggle, and I need the caps. But working with iron pounder caps eventually um, will go pretty well. I think what I'll end up doing, I'll probably end up breaking a bunch of this stuff down and tossing it in the crate. Um, I may end up reclaiming some of the parts of these old tools, and then I'll figure out how I want to lay this out. Also, whipped up some more copper, but I haven't decided what it's going to go for yet. Um, Made more lanterns for the iron mine and did not make the baking spaces like I wanted yesterday. I'm thinking smithy. We do the bakery stuff, which is going to be a lot of plate smithing. And then maybe go hunting for a bit. Maybe try and find a bear or two. But yeah, picked up the carrots. The onions should be ready in a couple weeks left. Soybeans are almost done though. Those will be done in about 3 days. Still waiting a while for the flax though. I excuse me, gosh. I don't know why I waited to plant some of this stuff. I don't know why I did um 30-day months when I know that it makes everything take proportionally more time. Or proportionally, it's the same amount of time. It's just, it's more real time that it takes. Oddly enough, leather doesn't scale with time, but crops do, and berry bushes do. At 60? Yeah. I'll just convert that all into rope now. Yeah, I'll have to wait until probably late July, early August to do another round of carrots. Eventually, I want to do turnips, but those will probably have to wait until September or maybe even early October because they grow so fast. But the carrots will take a bit longer. And you know what? I know what I want to do. I need to make a charcoal pit as well. If anything, I need to make a charcoal pit for pitch glue. Pitch glue is a combination of resin and powdered charcoal, and using that, I can make sandpaper. And sandpaper I can use for really good professional tool handles. That'll also make my binding stronger. It's half a liter to make 4 sandpaper, and it's 1 sandpaper per beam. And then eventually I could use, you can use cloth or leather. Can you use just fiber? Not fibers, but twine is the question. Um, Oiling your handles and also wrapping them can improve their durability. Doesn't look like that's an option for me right now. But I want to get I want to get my iron tools put together. I went ahead and forged the heads already, but I want to get proper handles for them. And I'm kind of tempted to do copper nails and strips for the binding too, just so that it's a little less hassle. There's a trade-off to be had there. I think, though, I'll just dig a hole in the ground and call it good. Now, it's... a stack of logs gives us... is it 1 or 2 stacks of firewood? I want to say it's 2. Yeah, because it's 4 apiece. So 1 stack of logs gives us 1 block's worth of charcoal for the pit. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Stone sand. Kind of wish I hadn't built this right here. I should have dug it off to the side, actually. That way I can get around it. I need to go logging tomorrow, actually. We'll do that. Come to think of it, I do have a mod that lets me make bags specifically for logging trips, but I don't think I've got the materials for it. Yeah, the lumber slings. It takes... oh, that's 6 sturdy leather. You know, I did just buy linen for the hell of it. I bought 4 of it from the commodities trader, and I've got some pelts sitting around. I was kind of wanting to use this for a butchering bag. But I also don't have the... I used up all of my flax twine for tools, so I can't actually use this for that. And I don't have any flax twine for that. Okay, let's take a quick trip to our commodities merchant and see if they've restocked. Also, there are my chickens. I chased them into a... I chased them into some fencing earlier today for the hell of it. For a couple sessions now, I'd seen them lingering up on the hill, but I hadn't picked them up yet. Fortunately, they can't starve to death, so I don't have to worry about maintaining them. Okay, so you restock in 4 days. That's... it's not fantastic, but alright. Well, without more flax, neither of those bags is happening, so I'm just gonna collect stuff and call it good. And hopefully, the bears I've seen roaming around this area are not going to show up. Ah. Is that deer ear? It is deer ear. I'll pick that up, and I'll leave this tree intact so I get more mushrooms out of it. Something's moving near me. Well, I heard something, but apparently it's not a problem. Is that an oak tree? I could use more oak for tannin. And that's a big oak tree. Ah! There are pampas deer out here. They're actually trapped pampas deer, I think. Oh, these are whitetails. These are a lot harder to kill. They're a lot healthier. Not the prettiest picture, but it is for food. Hey, no, go back into that hole so I can kill you more easily. Stop it. I didn't want to have to work for my food. That's it. You fall back in that hole. Got you. Okay. So that's 3. Well, there's the hunting I wanted to do. I don't know if foxes will try and eat your big kills or not, but I'm not taking any chances. Well, shoot. I don't think I have the space to carry all these back with me. Well, I can't carry them back with me and do logging, so we'll take the food. I won't complain. Where'd that last one go? Well, that works. How's their weight? Low, decent, low. Eh. They must have, Oh, there's a hog here, too. Okay. Game heard me say I was gonna go hunting, and it's like, here, free food, take it. Take it now. It's very conveniently too tall to escape a ravine. I'll take it. We take those. Nah. I should probably get some more skinning hooks out, but with the iron, I could make advanced hooks that give me better drops. Takes iron hooks and iron nails and strips and iron plates, but I could do it. I also need a wrench if I want to do the ceiling ones. Got a little fat. I'll take it. I will wait until we do the last one to soak this, though. Well, that was a fantastic hunting trip. I definitely went out with the intent of getting 3 white-tailed deer. I gotta go out and actually get what I meant to do. If I'm gonna go logging, though, I'll probably just do it here at home. Since I'm not going back out to the commodities merchant. So we're gonna get this charcoal. And while it's cooking, I can work on the smithy area. Probably want a proper charcoal pit off of our normal smelting area. Maybe where it's at now isn't great. Also, I've played this game for dozens of hours, and I only recently figured out it's not just the number of... Oh, hi. Where the hell did you come from? What? Is there a hole around here? I only recently found out it's not just the number of logs that... oh, shit. There is a cave there. Oh, I don't have my shield out. Quit pouncing, bastard. Ooh. Bad. It's also the leaf blocks in the trees that get broken by the axe, even when you're just chopping at the base of it. I'm gonna walk away from that. I would really rather not die right now. Not that I particularly lose anything, I just don't want to. I am not here to fight. I'm here to relax. Are you fucking kidding me? Get out of here. Fuck off. I just want to log in peace. I don't have any armor. And truth be told, if I want to make good armor, I'm probably going to have to go back down to the iron mine. But I didn't really want to do that today. Oh my gosh, will you fuck off? Alright, enough. Jeez. Ah, fuck it. Ooh, I'm feeling woozy. Unfortunately, I don't have any particularly good healing foods. Oh, but I do have slow talks installed. And if you get buzzed enough, for some reason, you start getting healed by it. So you know what? I think my cranberry wine is finished brewing. Let's get some of that. I'm sure 5 liters of wine in one sitting is perfectly fine. When you've recently been injured and are still bleeding, yeah, that'll be great. Why not make it better and just go walk into an open body of water too? The main reason I have the mod installed, speaking honestly, is just instead of alcohol hitting you all at once, like in the base game, it gives benefits to drinking instead of it just like being flavor. At low amounts of intoxication, you start slowly regenerating health, and then at slightly higher amounts of intoxication, you actually start to get a damage resistance bonus. And then going past that, you start taking damage from being too intoxicated. It's nice. Alright, grab our rammed earth. Grass. Some firewood. Does make walking around a little bit more difficult, though. Alright. So we'll let that cook. Carve up our deer. Pack up the smith area, and then start working on a proper building. Only one prime meat? Come on. I guess that's a little better. Alright, that'll be a good batch of leather right there. And 20 red meat. What could I make with that? I think... do we do the smithy first, or do we do the baking spaces? If I do the baking space stuff, I just need to make... At minimum, I need to make 3 copper plates. I can actually bake that meat and then cook it into meat broth. I mean, this is pretty functional where it's at. It's not great. It's sitting out in the open, but it gets the job done. It's a place for me to do the job. If I were really determined, I would just build a smithy around it with proper storage. Like I said yesterday, I've got a thing about doing constant open air builds. Not to mention, if there's like a storm or something, I can't work at this. It's not safe. If I'm trying to run a bunch of iron blooms through a helve, I kind of have to be present for it. Because there's no way to automate helve smithing yet. I wonder if this upcoming update for Vintage Story does anything with helve smithing, or if it's just the quenching, tempering, and the fuel changes. Maybe. Oh, it's also really difficult to smith while drunk. Come on.
And now, Secret Horse.
Oh, damn it, it cut off. I wonder if if there's a delay in my redeems. That's weird. Hiya, Squid. I hope you're doing well. Not nearly as much, motivating or interesting, depression talk today. I'm just whacking copper and working on a spot to cook up some meat broth. I hope you're doing well. flat pizzas. Yeah, exactly. I was doing some logging earlier, and I was being accosted by basically every monster in hell crawling up to the surface and then spazzing out in the sun. So then I got really drunk so that I could heal my wounds. And it's going slowly. I was near death before, but we're about half health now. Sitting here thinking to myself, man, I have not a single thought in my head. Just transfixed by the tinging. Yeah, that tool handle is about to run out. Excuse me. Now I understand what it was like to be a medieval blacksmith. I mean, I'm sure there were other parts to it, too. But probably the tinking. I think the thing for me that I would struggle with, at least at first, I think anyone would, is probably just the shock to your arms, your muscles, from doing the work. But I think that probably comes with anything where you're hitting something exceptionally hard. Think like lumberjacking, things like that. I don't know jack about it. I'm a spoiled programmer, and I've hardly done a day's hard work in my life. At least not for a living. Know how to work. Don't normally have to that much. I got a lot of stuff figured out. Second day would yeah. I don't think the heat would bother me too much. Like, I don't like being hot, but I'd like to think that you get acclimated to at least that element with time. Maybe not the second day. You know, it's funny. I watched one video that I got recommended at random, and then I sent it to Pat. And it was this guy testing tin bronze and aluminum bronze for axes for cutting wood. And now I keep getting all these different recommendations, and then there's one that's like, become a smith today without any special tools, and I'm like, that sounds great, and also really dangerous. Gosh, excuse me. I should have made a hot drink. I used to make tea for like every stream, and I stopped, and I don't know why. I can't take metal worker until I get all-rounder. I'm not there yet. Duplicator is kind of overpowered. Finishing touch is nice. It basically finishes a work you're doing. at a very, very small chance. Or I could. I can't take another point in blacksmith because I don't have metalworker. I'll do finishing touch. Because duplicator is just busted. Let's go ahead and grab our last deer. Get you chopped up. People that do blacksmithing. Nice. It sounds nice to be able to look around your town for that thing. I learned recently that the UK has an endangered crafts list, and they keep record of all the people that are actively working or have working knowledge of particularly old trades. Things that are endangered, critically endangered, as in like you can count on one hand how many people know how to do it. And they even have ones that are quote unquote extinct because the knowledge has been lost. The working knowledge. Like if you were to apprentice with someone, that has been lost. Okay, do I have... I don't know if I have enough ashlar blocks to do this. I need to make more mortar. Ah, man, I don't want to make mortar. It's real... Glass blowing's on that list. Yeah. Glass blowing, there's cobbling, there's working with specific metals, like, tinsmithing is, I think, critically endangered or something. I can make a forge in my backyard. Well, you're not going to really... With proper ventilation, you're not going to blow anything up with a forge. I don't think. But I do recognize the concern. How much? It's 1 to 4? Oh, I actually need to cut that out then. It's 4. If I do 10, that'll be 40. I don't want to do 40. I just need a little bit, actually. Oh, I just want 1. Use my bowl, I guess. Because then I can do 4 slaked lime in that. I've got some mortar, but I would like some more. Get the bricks, make our baking space stuff. You don't know what that is? Punt was the kingdom that we know existed because we have records of trade between it and Egypt, but you know nothing about it because nobody wrote anything down about it. Some 10,000 years down the line, archaeologists solved into their alcohol. That does sound kind of sad. That's, in a weird way, that's also why I'm trying to get back into my creative side. Not just with, like, video making stuff, right? I'd like to get back to making traditional art. I used to love working with charcoal. And I just got out of practice with it. And I'd like to get back to it. I want to make something physical. I want to get back into working with charcoal. I would like to learn to be a carpenter, but I don't really have the money to pay into that right now. I really don't. I also don't have the right working space for it either. Oh, wait, you can't use aged firewood for this. You gotta use peat. And do our 2-hour rant for my best friend who's an archaeologist. That sounds cool, though. I certainly think in a digital era, there is a lost appreciation for the work that goes into working on physical mediums. And not just like your normal traditional mediums like sculpting and painting and all that. Glass blowing, for one. I I guess it's not exactly niche to talk about uh, needle arts, I think is the proper term for that. Because a lot of people picked that up in during COVID. Yeah, that should be enough. Actually, I've already got... No, because I used that. What else did I need? Oh, I need actual ashlar blocks. Fiber arts, yeah. It's funny you mentioned sewing. My mom has bemoaned on more than one occasion not having a daughter because she doesn't have someone to learn how to sew. And I'm like, I want to learn how to sew. My youngest brother wants to learn how to sew. It's like, what do you mean? But that also just takes time, and it's not time she has a lot of as of late. Let's see. Okay, so I want a source. So it's a chisel, 2 plates. Is it any clay or fire clay? It's fire clay specifically. Okay. Maybe she wants you to throw it. Okay. So then chisel, hammer. There we go. Oven heat source. Oh, right. The damn fire pits have to reset. That's going to take a bit. Alright, so here is our brick stone oven heat source. Now I need to work on the baking space. That'll be polished plate, ashlar, and then more fire clay. I should have just picked up an entire stack of it. You have the sewing machine generals? Yes, you've purchased the wrong type of sewing machine. No, my mom knows better. She's just joked about it on more than one occasion. It's been a while, though. Of course, we don't use our sewing machine very often anyway, not these days. Man, good finish! Damn it! You know what, I'm actually just gonna store these with stuff outside. We also don't need this fire starter here. Get out of here. God damn it. I'm mildly impatient. Okay. So we got that. How do I... Oh, right, no, I'm not doing that. I put it in here to make the mortar. There we go. Liters of slaked lime. Now I need sand. I remember how to do this. Barely. There we go. Okay. So now I need 5 baking spaces, right? I made the one. Ah, it's more plates. I don't want to smith more plates. If I don't smith the plates, I'm not getting the, it's not a 5, it's actually 7. Gosh. I'll do, I'll do one more so that we can run 2 of them at a time while I do other stuff. But I will probably make the rest of the baking spaces off stream because I have other things I'd like to do today. It's funny. When I have plenty to yap about, when I'm bearing my soul about something I care about, I will do literally any time consuming thing in this and not care. The second that I'm content to just sit, immediately all of the anxiety comes washing back forth. I love what I do, but gosh, it is really something sometimes. And now I'm oh, oh right, I have finishing touch. Actually, you know what? Maybe finishing these off with nah. I don't wanna. I don't want to do it, but that was surprisingly fast because of finishing touch. Because it's literally just a 1% chance. Um, yeah, it's up to 2% chance. The more points I put into it, the better. Oh, I want a helve so bad. Okay, there's that, that, that. No, there we go. Fire clip. There we go. Polished on the top, material on the bottom. That's the ticket. Alright, I'm gonna put this stuff away before I let myself get carried away with the smithing. Come to think of it, our charcoal should be finished soon, right? Actually, I think it is finished because we slept. Yep. Okay. So we've got that. I can work on the pitch glue. The Minecraft mod generator. Yeah, that works. Are you playing on the server or are you just doing your own stuff? It's not gonna lie, if no one is getting on the server anymore, I will probably put it on pause until someone yells at me. Okay, that's fine. A couple people come in every now and again. But once I've got confirmation that everyone's kind of had their fill, I will close that off. Okay, so now we grab some charcoal. There's a reason for all this, I promise. If you weren't here to hear about it, you'll see in a minute. We're gonna grind this up. And while we grind that, or after we grind that, we'll grab some resin, throw it in the pot, Make our pitch glue. We're going to use that pitch glue with some sand and the parchment I bought from the commodities trader to make sandpaper. Then I can make some really good tool handles. And then I have to decide if I'm going to... I don't have to make copper nails and strips. I could make iron nails and strips. I've got the iron. Got loads of iron. I've got like 40 ingots worth of iron or something like that. Where is that parchment? There it is. So we've got 6 charcoal, 6 resin. Oh, actually, I don't think... It's 2 of each. So 3, 3, 3. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. Three liters of pitch glue. Perfect. Alright, so that will cook. I have support beams for the handles, right? Nope, I literally... Or yes, I did. I saved some. I made some handles. I guess while that cooks, I can work on the iron. And we'll do iron nails and strips for our bindings. We have 1, 2, we have 5 tools. I'm missing something. Oh, I've got my pickaxe. I could work on that. And that would be 6. I'm going to wait to break it until everything is settled. Oh, it's already done. What the hell? That was fast. Okay, got our parchment. Let's grab some sand. So sand, glue, paper. Very cool. Still got plenty of parchment to spare. What? Oh, I placed the paper on the ground. That's 24 tools we can work with. Time for more tinking. Work all of this slag off, and then we have to actually get everything nice and neatly wrapped up on it. And then nails and strips. Why did I just get an iron bit if I didn't do a split? Excuse me? I didn't break any iron off. Why did I get a bit back? That doesn't seem right. I think something's bugged. See, I did splits there, and that makes sense. Ah, who's that? Is that Kumi? That is Kumi. Hello. It's good to see you. Not much yammering for me today. I'm just relaxing until some flight of fancy carries me into an half-hour long rant. But you're safe for now. Ah, I gotcha. I started doing the Limbus Company checkup book, and I don't know why I thought it was going to be new stuff. We've done it before, and I still hate Envy Pacatulum. Do not like them. Just don't. Don't like them. They're cool. Don't like them. I mean, it's not like Liu is that bad, but just not the way to start that I like. Not to mention, some of the fights just kind of drag on. It's just a lot of Picatulum in general. Ah, my hammer. This is one of the reasons why I'm making these nails and strips, and making the good tool handles. Okay, put that away. Put that away. Don't really need to quench these, but I want to get in the habit of doing it, because the next major update to Vintage Story is going to prevent you from crafting with hot items. When you put them in your crafting bar, you're just gonna toss them out in front of you, like a hot potato. Okay, so we've got these. I need to break my pickaxe down.
And now, Secret Horse.
You can toss the tool handle out. And then... So it should be support beam, knife, and sandpaper. Yeah, professional tool handle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. That sandpaper away. And now I should be able to throw in the binding, throw in a handle, and get that hammered out. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, handle durability 4,000, binding durability 6.6 thousand. That's a good hammer right there. And of course, I can't forget I have to sharpen everything too if I haven't already. Oh, right, with the Falx, you don't use the handles, do you? Man, uh, deal with the stick. Well, I'm gonna have uh, an extra handle sitting around, but that's okay. Gotta sharpen my hammer. But yeah, fewer trips to the workbench with this work we're doing now. Yep, that's it. Okay. Put the rest of that away. And then I need to grab a stick for the falcons, because at least for now, we do not have iron spears. All right, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And get some sharpening in, get these nice and honed. All right, so we got to pick. Man, the handle and binding for the hammer are way better than the rest of the tools. It's 2.7 thousand, 4.5 thousand, 2,000, 3.4. Part of it's also the quality being random. Like the hammer is pretty great quality in general. We are getting a good damage upgrade though. 5.3 damage versus 3.8. Uh, Probably just gonna throw everything in the crate for right now. I could just break them down into constituent parts, all of the tools I don't need. But I do like seeing the armory build up very slowly. Let's see, 4 in the evening. Oh, I've got soybeans that are finished. Let's pick those up. What's this one finishing? It'll be finished tomorrow. Soybeans are great though, because they're a high heat crop, and the beans basically don't spoil. It's fresh for a year off the vine. In the cellar, it will be much more. And they can be used as a protein source. You can also technically make soy milk with them to make a dairy source, but you need way more soybeans than I've got. And to be honest, actually, I think I'm just gonna turn them into more seeds. Get a bigger crop before winter rolls around. That might be the better plan. Because 13 more seeds, that's basically, what, 4 or 5 times what I had to start? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's double the seeds, and half of them haven't even finished. So I could probably do like a quarter of one of these plots with soybeans here soon. Fortunately, you need 2 beans to make 1 seed, and I think that's really silly, given that they're soybeans, but sure, whatever. Oh, the flax is nearly there. Oof. Okay, so I'm tossing the plan to do the smithy out the window. I got my tools. Got some baking spaces going, so that I can turn all of that lovely red meat we picked up into meat broth. I think I'm just going to let the blood spoil so we get more rot for compost. Terra Preta is kind of a moot point if you have enough field spots. And I'm also one person, so I don't really need extra food. There's a bear. I kind of want a bear. Because you can turn bush meat into meat broth. It's still meat. I'm full health again. And of course, I'm not going to fight it fairly. Oh, hey, there's a deer. But that's small game. Hey, hey, hey. No, don't run away, you big bitch. Come back down here and scare me. Are you kidding me? Buddy. Hey. Oh, it do. It do. It's doing what I was going to do. It knows. It knew I was going to lead it into the water. It's trying to lead me onto land. No, don't. Fucker, come on. Let me cheese you. I want meat. No. Oh my gosh. I'm playing a game of keep away with this damn bear. Get over here. You can keep growling at me. I don't care. I will just beat you to death with rocks. Come on. Oh my gosh. It's doing it again. Yeah, it's doing it again. Okay, I'm just gonna run. I'm not gonna throw any more rocks at it. I'm just gonna... What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm gonna get impatient and it's gonna kill me. Because I have no armor. It will just kill me in 2 hits. Come on. Oh, it's decent weight too. Oof. Ooh. Ooh. Gotcha. Was a bit hectic, but it worked. That was from someone discussing existential dread with their friend from the Middle East. They said, buy a big bag of lentils. As long as we have lentils, we'll make it through this. I have a bunch of lentils. I was like, oh, I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to try new things. I don't really care for them. It's the texture. I bought lentils because I'm not big on beans, right? And turns out it's just the same damn problem. I don't like the texture very much. And I keep hearing it's like, oh, just make like a pasta sauce and blend them in. It's like, yeah, I don't know. You underestimate how picky I could be. Might be worth a shot though. It's worth trying, and if I don't like that, then I'd try something else. Anyway, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna take a quick break. You won't miss a thing, I promise. Please feel free to mute your tab, change tab, whatever you gotta do. No one likes ads, and I guarantee I like them a lot less than you do. And for those of you who support the stream and won't be shotgun-faced blast in the... That arrangement of words made sense in some order. Thank you for your support. I'll see you in a bit. All right, we are back, and I'm going to take a quick nap. So let's see, we got the tools, we got the baking spaces. I'm probably not going to do the smithy building just yet. I would like a helve hammer, but I really just need to smith the... You know what I do need to do, actually? I do have some blacksmithing worth doing. I need to make an anvil, and I can't remember how many ingots... Is it 5 for each piece? Yeah. And then use powdered borax for the flux. I have some borax I got really early on for just such an occasion. You know what I could do? Oh, but I don't know if it can work with steel. I could make a meteoric iron anvil instead of just a regular iron anvil. That could be cool. because I know where to get some meteoric iron. We'll actually go get it now. And I'm going to bring my prospecting pick, I think. I think the prospecting pick will work for that. So I'll know if I've gotten all of the chunks. And then we'll get back home, make the anvil, and then I think we'll just do some cooking. We'll wrap stuff up with cooking. It'll take a bit to get all this done. Where did I mark that impact crater? There it is. I don't know if there are any others nearby. I've not noticed any swavite rock in my travels. I just remember one day I stumbled on this hole and I marked it thinking, oh, that's probably an impact crater. There's probably meteoric iron there. And then I didn't dig the sand under it. So then I ended up deleting the mark. And I think this week, I ran across it, was doing prospecting, and then poof, meteoric iron. You know what I should have done? I shouldn't have turned that bear hide into a pelt to cure. I should have just made it into leather. Well, hey, there's another bear over here. No, I don't want to leave the resources sitting around, but there's a bear, and I was just saying I want leather. I don't know if I can lure it this far. It might lose interest. It's out. Still coming. It's still coming. But I need plenty of leather so I can make a jerkin to make armor, so I can just fight bears on even footing instead of having to lure them into my lake. Ow! Ouch! No, please. My hubris. My hubris almost got the best of me. Time to get drunk. Oh, I gotta stuff my face with wine. That'll definitely make me feel better. Bleeding out in an open body of water after fighting a bear and drinking wine is definitely good for my wounds. What? Oh, I have water in here. Oh, I should probably put this bushmeat on me away before it spoils. Oh, man. Those carrots and that meat broth are gonna be great. I need another barrel to let this blood spoil, too. Lizard, hello. I'm fighting bears today in the scummiest way I know how. Can I remove the head from this before curing it? Brown bear head pelt? No, it's gotta be a pelt, not a hide. Okay, I'll just toss it in then. Oh, there's not enough tannin here for... Oh, well, can't soak... I can't prepare soaked hide. I need scraped hide. Yeah, it's still not enough tannin. I gotta make some more. I'm gonna have to prepare some more barrels. Okay, toss that. Got a good amount of fat sitting on. You know what I ought to do? I should make a bow stave. I can't make a recurve bow because I don't have the bowyer trait. I'm not a hunter. So I'll have to go with a long bow. Make it out of oak. Actually, no, I'll make it out of maple. It doesn't really matter much, but it'll work. Alright, so now I have to let it sit in my inventory and dry. And I'm not gonna get sidetracked again, hopefully, maybe. There's another bear, and it's close to the base. I'm probably gonna go for it anyway, though, because I want the leather. The more leather I can get, the better. Because you need, I think, like 32 for a complete jerkin? Something like that. It's a lot. Oh, this isn't a big one. This is a fawn. I'll leave it. It's not even worth it. Let it grow up and then hunt it. Oh, I'm drunk. That's why. I was like, why is the sand wobbling? Oh gosh, I don't think I've gone out exploring while drunk in a while. This is actually kind of nauseating. Hang on, is there a jar in that room that I haven't gotten before? Well, there's one here. But I've explored this one already. That's cabbage seeds, that's good. Apparently not. I pass this all the time, and I thought I'd cleared it out, but apparently not. But I thought... I have to dig my way up to a thing. I thought I saw a jar on the side. No, it's just wood level. Anything interesting? No? And... Alright, our target should be right here. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised there were no swavite rocks marking this on the surface. Just kind of buried. Now, can I... Closest ore is 3 blocks away. Is it now? I don't know if that's counting the meteoric iron or not. Let me do the other search. Oh, there's flint in here, but it's not picking up the meteoric iron. Okay. That's fine. I want to check. Yeah, you can make a meteoric iron anvil. Doesn't say what type of, or what tier anvil it is, though. We want blister steel. Must be refined on an anvil to turn it into steel. I get the distinct feeling that I would go to the effort of making a meteoric iron anvil, and then it goes around and tells me, "Oh, you gotta use a regular iron anvil to work steel," and that would be really disappointing. So I think I will just leave this where it's at, and I will. Hell, maybe I'll make armor out of it or something decorative. There's a few options you can do. You can do a meteoric iron shield. Not really useful to do as a helve hammer if I want steel to work like titanium or something. The stuff just looks really nice. But other than that, I guess maybe I'll just use it for lanterns. Or like plaques or something. Things that are decorative. A meteoric iron cauldron. I don't think you can actually make that because you have to cast those. And we don't have a smelting system that gets hot enough yet. Which is kind of unfortunate. Okay, I said I was going to go back and cook. We're going to go back and cook. I will put the meteoric iron on to smelt, though. Just to have it on hand once I make a decision on what I want to do with it. I am running out of fire clay bricks, though, which is unfortunate. Not that I need a lot for iron, but I will need it eventually for steel. Actually, I can't make steel because you need bauxite as a minimum for steel. I didn't think about that. It's not just crushed quartz. You need crushed quartz and bauxite for the tier 1 bricks. And you can do a beehive kiln with the regular fire clay bricks, but you cannot do steel with it. Which kind of sucks. Weh. We're gonna cook. I'm gonna work on the anvil. And that should probably be our session wrapped up. The temperature is it is 31 Celsius. Goodness. If I had planted these cabbages, they'd be sweltering by this point. Okay. Um, do I want to use the prime meat for meat broth? Can I even? Because I can do red meat, I can do bush meat, but I don't think you can bake prime meat. I'll probably just turn the prime meat into fat then, because turning it into fat gives me something to work with sealing crocs, since I don't have bees and I don't have an agricultural trader for wax. That is another thing I could do eventually, is go exploring and try to find an agricultural trader. It would be handy, that. Okay, I need a bucket. Do 2 meat and 2 water. Two lumps of fat. There we go. And we'll set that to work. We'll also get some fuel in the oven. Hi, Elmer. I hope you're doing well. We're doing some bacon. So I can make some meat broth. I've killed a few bears. Each is one. Which one? Are you playing vintage again? Oh, and while I wait for the oven and for my meat to bake, I could make some syrup too. I think I may need another bucket for that. Or a barrel. A barrel of syrup. I had a shitty mod list today earlier. The first thing I see is a 3-meter drifter spotted behind me. A 3-meter... That sound... Oh, that's Wilderlands. Yeah, that sounds horrible. I don't know why you do that to yourself. I'm glad you have fun with it. Actually, you know what? Since we're waiting on things to bake, let's just collect all of the birch sap now. And barrel it. I have to be mindful on the meat. We don't want it to cook all the way. We just want partially baked. I managed to make the new X skills work on X. Yeah, it's... I was hoping that the developer was going to be doing more stuff, but it doesn't seem like they are. It's the usual case of mod developers kind of getting burned out or overwhelmed with real life stuff. It's unfortunate, but it happens. Oh, you mean that one? Yeah. I think it only works on 1.20, 21.1. I think. We'll just leave that there. Yeah, I kind of wish I had made some more baking spaces. But I can be patient. This is... Ah! I say that, and then I screw up half the meat. Didn't pull the original one because a lot of people said it was crashing. I guess I just got lucky then. It might be the case. Alright, so this should make 5 liters of birch syrup. now that we've got this, I could grab my quern. We could make some bread, too. I think I've got some grain. No, I used all my grain to make porridge. Damn, I can't make good bread. I need my grain harvest to come in. Alright. Also, I did something a little silly today. I carved up one side of all of these pine trees to make resin. Normally, I do spiles to get the liquid resin and then you let it cure, but it's really, 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 really slow. And I guess while I have wild farming revival on, which is pretty overpowered to be honest, I might as well just use it. Alright, we'll let this batch of meat go, and then I'm going to put the fat away. Probably need to put this hammer away. Part of me wants to go out roaming and finding wild grain crops so I can come back and make bread and use my syrup on it. But I think you need to actually make fruit bread for that to work. And I don't really have a lot of fruit. I mean, I've got dried fruit on hand. Got a little bit of that. I could make pies. I could make pie. Though I think you can probably just use... I could make soup. I could do meat broth, vegetables, and I think I could make breadcrumbs and put that in the soup to thicken the soup. And that would get me all of that. It's really hard to get a good source of all the food groups at once. Not to mention, if you want to actually get all of the food groups, including dairy, it's basically using it's like stuffed peppers and you have to have cheese in there somewhere, and then you can use like peanut sauce, or something else. It's a lot of work. That's cooking. I need to pick these up before they fully cook. Sometimes I dream about cheese. Gosh, I haven't seen that in ages. I'm probably going to look it up after this stream. This one. Nice, 26. We can get 3 and some change of these little 3x3 plots. How long does this have? 43%, so another day. Really do want to get some more grains, because making that... I've got food to spare. I don't really need to make a bunch of meals now. And trying to prepare for winter when it's not even past summer is probably not necessary yet. Like I said before, I'm probably going to use all of my fat to seal crocs. Much as I hate to say it, because there's plenty of good uses for fat. In particular, you can make sausages with it in expanded foods. But I don't have... I do have some meat racks for for this. I could do that. I think it's better to make lard, though. Because it's 0.1 liters of lard. Yeah, 2 liters of water and, or zero point 0.2 liters of water and a lump of fat basically doubles the fat. And using that fat to make sausage, especially if you can cure it, and then I think you can. Can you cure it? Yeah. So you make the raw sausage, and then you cure it. You mix it with, or you do it with salt to begin, and then you get the vintage sausage once it's finished drying. Or no, it's cooked. Ah, okay. So you make the cured sausage, you dry it, then you cook it, and you get the vintage. I love expanded foods, but trying to remember all of the steps for stuff is a little bit much. Also, on top of making the smithy building, I'd like to build a cellar on the surface. I gotta decide where that's gonna go. May just dig it into the hill, because I'm tired of going up and down this ladder all the time. It works, because you need to build stuff out of stone to have an effective cellar. But now that I've got tools, now that I'm in the Iron Age, I could make a proper cellar. Alright, this should finish shortly. Come on. Get my meat's finished first. It's great timing, though. So grab this, throw it in the barrel, and then gotta get my bucket of water. Yeah, I don't know why, but for this save, I decided I was going to turn off being able to move water sources around. And then all I did was settle next to a lake and call it a day. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, I'll be really cool and I'll make an aqueduct and live somewhere that doesn't have water. No. Just, no, I'm living next to it. Alright, 16 liters of meat broth. And then we'll have another 15 and a half. No, sorry, 14 and a half. Let's see, I have enough bloom, right? I've got 40 bloom. I've made the borax. I think we'll work on our anvil after this. Scanning the horizon. Are there more bears? Are there more deer? Well, all the grass moving around makes it really hard to pick up movement, though. Because you see something wiggle and you think something's in the grass, and no, it's not. 2 days I played. I made a dirt shack in a tiny island near a continent. My world has a lot of water. Ah. Yeah, I had like, what was it, 40% land coverage in my last save, and then it was such a pain in the ass to find anything. I was lucky that my island had cassiterite and magnetite on it, so getting up to the Iron Age was fine on the island, but getting to steel was a bitch because the bauxite was like 10 kilometers away. Over water. Spawn in front of a rust spire that's corrupting set spawn. Right. Eventually I'll play with the Wonderlands mod. I don't really care for combat in Vintage Story that much. Because getting any kind of early defense that isn't just your wood armor that breaks in like 6 bear swings, feels kind of pointless. Getting armor it's such an expensive investment, especially if you're living by yourself, because you're managing so many things at once, let alone going out and hunting constantly to get the hide. Can I do a soaked black bear hide? If I scrape that, does it give me the head back? No, apparently it does not. It's a shame you can't get leather and the head off. It's not even like I want to make the head armor. I just want the head. I want it for a trophy. How much do I have? Got 12 fat. Gosh, I really did think this was going to be a little bit faster. I want to work on my anvil, but at this rate, I don't think I'm going to have the time for it. Then again, working on an anvil is actually just really, really boring. It's 5 ingots, and the shape is really obnoxious. Oh, that's right. Sleeping doesn't advance cooking recipes. Damn it. Is there anything else I could work with in the meantime? Something I can bake? No, I don't think so. Honestly, I think I could probably just do a run looking for grain and hunting stuff while the meat broth with the red meat cooks. I need more barrels. Oh, this doesn't count as a cellar because I don't have a roof on it. I'm a fool. I was wondering why the icon kept disappearing. Lo and behold, don't have a roof. Okay, does this count? Oh, it probably doesn't because of the chisel blocks here. Because the insulating face isn't on the inside, so this doesn't count as solid. Man, that sucks. I'm gonna have to... I have to get that insulating mod that lets chiseled faces count as solid for the sake of, like, cellars and ruins. That's kind of annoying. Because I put some work in trying to get this glass window lined up. There, now it should count. Counts as a room, but it does not count as a cellar, and I think that's just because it's too big. I think it's too long is the problem. So then... we can split these rooms in half. It counts this singular space as a cellar. Okay. So we have the 29, the rest of the water in. We get plenty of Ooh, brain. We got plenty of firewood on it. Oops. There we go. We'll let that cook, and then we'll make our run. I'll do the anvil either off stream, or we can do it tomorrow. I'm not sure. Let's see what we can find. Do I want to bring the prospecting pick with me? Probably not. Actually, 2 meals. Okay, I've just got this 4% serving sitting in my bowl. Okay, that's mildly annoying, but whatever. Now, I've gone through this area multiple times. I think I'll probably head southwest and see if we can spot some growing grains. More seeds, always good. Find anything that's actually grown would be great. Also, at some point, I need to finish fencing off these berry bushes that I brought home on like the second day. Although it looks like I can't tell if they're too hot to bloom or not, but we'll find out in like another 24 hours. So like another 8 to 12 streams in 2 weeks. That's not true. I play this off stream too. That's a mistake I made with the bear. Oh, I haven't shown you guys the void. I don't know why this happens, but it happens very rarely in my worlds. See that black patch on the hill over there? As far as I can tell, there's not anything there that would do this. There's nothing like above or below that I know of. It's just a rendering issue. And so this patch of hill is just perpetually dark. This is the void. And it gets really spooky when you walk into it. Oh, shit. Wait, why is stuff spawning on the surface? What? Wait. There's shit spawning in broad daylight. What the fuck? Wait, is that a thing? Is that actually a thing? I walked up and suddenly there are like 3 Bowtorn and a bunch of drifters I could hear. Wait, is that actually a thing? I don't know. Yeah, look at that. There's oh well, it's dark. That's the thing. There's no light. So of course stuff is spawning during the day on it. I don't know what causes it. But I'm used to finding these in the ocean. So yeah, that did catch me off guard a little bit. Having all this stuff spawn on it. It's spooky. I don't know what it's about. I feel like if I brought like a lantern to it or something, it wouldn't do anything. I may do some Googling and see if there's something that's supposed to make that happen. Or if it's just a known rendering bug. It's cool. It's spooky. Alright. I might as well bring some fruit home, too. If I'm getting grain, I can make fruit bread with the berries. There are wolves, but I don't have a bag to hunt or carry the bodies. I really do need to make a couple butchering bags. So many things to do. So many things to forget to do. I love when it rains in games like this. And it's great. Because I don't get it in real life because it's fucking... it snows in March here. We went from 70-degree temperatures to snow, and it's going to be 70 degrees again tomorrow. Ah! Fuck! Well, that one got me. My casual berry picking. And just jump out of my fucking skin over a surface drifter. This is why I can't play horror games. I'm a big baby bitch. I lost a pickaxe because the Elder Guardian jump scare made me fat finger my drop button and then I didn't notice. As long as I can remember it, I will never live that down. It was just such a silly thing to do. Dark but funny. I mean... Oh! Are these edible? Black trumpet. Yeah, seems so. I haven't seen these mushrooms in game before. There's lobster here. Those are edible. Those are lobster, not jack-o'-lantern, right? Yeah. Those witch's hat? Common morals. Okay. We just got a bunch of mushrooms here in this ruin. There are some wolves here, but they haven't picked me up yet. What can I see? It's more cabbage. Also husbandry, which is not really going to be helpful to me right now. I also think in X skills, husbandry is maybe a little under-tuned. Like, there are some cool skills in it, but leveling them up is just so slow. Unless you're in a group setting where you can regularly be feeding animals, and you already have a lot of feed for animals, you're just not getting it done in a reasonable amount of time. Okay, there's nothing in that. I should probably take this bony soil. Oh, wait, hang on. There's remains there. This might be deeper. Oh gosh, it's gonna be a mass grave one, isn't it? Up, there's a jar. Gosh, I love being buried with my 4 feathers and my reed handbasket. I really hope when I die, my children bury me with my 4 feathers and my reed handbasket. But yeah, I should be taking, I should be taking all the bony soil. I hate panning with a passion, but the bony soil is great for, wouldn't you guess it, bones, which you can make bone broth with in an expanded foods, which is really good in the winter if you're short on protein. I think you can also make bread with it. It enables me to make my patented bone bread. You use bone broth to make... I'm gonna go back and clip that. There was something there. Did it fall in a hole? There was something here. But you make fruit bread using bone broth, I think if you can, and plain gelatin. Plain gelatin is made with bones and nothing else. Bones and water. And so you have your fruitless fruit bread. That's actually just bone bread. It's delicious. That's a meal you can make with bones. Interesting. I really haven't played that in a long time. I came out here for grain, and I've just been collecting mushrooms and ruins. I would like to play that again. The problem is they just keep changing shit, and it's like, I like improvements to the game, but I don't want to have to relearn it every time I pick it up. I think some of the UI changes were a good thing. I think a number of the character reworks, in my opinion, in my subjective opinion, were not necessary. I will say I did like Maxwell's, but I'm also biased because I love playing Maxwell. A bone. Gotta get this pizza boneless. I got a boneless pizza and a 2-liter of Coke. What is this? This is rye, right? I hate that this wild rye grows perfectly fine, but the second I pick it up and put it back in the ground, this pansy-ass rye decides, oh, I can't grow above 27 Celsius. Look outside! Look at your neighbors! Yes, you can! You're a weak-ass piece of shit. Oh, but I'm domesticated. You're a plant! This is getting reworked. Again? Wait, why again? Why is WX78 getting a rework? I didn't learn how to play the last one. I don't think the last one was that bad, though. It certainly seemed interesting. That's a wolf. You didn't see shit. I also installed a mod that makes them not immediately aggro on you the second you get in their range. Still makes them aggressive, but they don't aggro on you immediately, which is nice. The skill tree. Oh, that's right. They're doing skill tree stuff. Because they redid Wilson, didn't they? Farming. Let's do... Demeter's Blessing. I want this... I want extra seats. What is that? Are those trees? Is that rock? Are they ruins? Uh, what am I looking at? Ew, it looks like spider web. I swear to God, if I installed some mod that adds like giant fucking spiders or something, I'm gonna freak the hell out. Oh, really? What is that? Old man's beard. Okay, so it's like a fungus, I guess. Gave him a skill tree, realized they could try and give him the other characters. So, the thing that they were giving him to make him unique is now not gonna be unique again. I don't know, maybe I'm just looking for shit to complain about. They changed a game I like and I don't want to play it anymore. I'm a petulant child. Wonderlands add spiders. Oh, don't tell me that. I don't need another reason to not play it. This looks cool, but it's a really weird natural formation. Also, is this ocean or lake? It looks like lake. Actually, easy way to tell. Let me get drunk and then pick up the water. And if it's seawater, it's ocean. Nope, just water. Well, now I'm going to be drunk in a few minutes. Heard sad Wilson trumpet noises. I forget that his is a trumpet. Because with some of like the inflection in it, it feels weird. But it's like really high pitched. Wait, are we sure it's a trumpet? Now I'm checking. A Harmon muted trumpet. Oh, it's cup muted. Okay, that would do it. Yeah, that makes sense. I never had a cup mute. I only had a. I only have. Oh, those are redwoods. There are redwoods out here. I only have the type of mute that like gets inserted into the bell, and it's only the one piece. I wanted one of the two-piece ones, and then I ended up changing schools and stopped playing in band. Still kind of regret that decision a little bit. The high school in the town I grew up, where I live now, is one of the best bands in the state, and has consistently been one of the best bands in the state. And then I changed schools for math and science stuff, and I went from playing grade 5 music to grade 2 and 3 music, and then I quit. Shoot, more bony soil, I'll take it. Don't need poultices, don't need flint. I want the book. I don't need grass. I want that book. You gotta eat the book. What is this? Survival. Nice. I still think it's funny that the mod author didn't have a good way of applying the skills to you, so they just made the books edible. I see myself playing again because of Gearbox shit. Yeah. Well, and it's like, this is gonna sound really silly. Part of me really wants to play League again. I've been watching pro players that retired and have been went to streaming. Like one of my favorites is Broxa, and watching him play, even though he's the community is toxic as it's ever been. I want to play the game. I don't care about the community. The game's fun. Ooh, there's a trader here. It might be. It could be an agricultural trader. But I will not play League because Vanguard exists. And I don't care what anyone says. It's got nothing to do with cheating. I was a hard-stuck silver support main. I don't have to fucking cheat. It's that I don't support kernel-level anti-cheat from companies I don't trust nearly as far as I could throw. And there's also something to be said about how they have Tencent has a majority stake in Riot Games, and I would really, really rather not just hand them immediate access to my computer. Clothing trader. Not useful to me. 1 copper ingot for 1 gear. Never. I'm never coming back to see you. Ever. Why is the terrain banded over here? I'm really far from home now, but this is leading me back in the direction of home, so we'll take it. Oh, I guess it's just because it's... Oh, it rendered in spring, and I haven't been back. That's why. Because I spawned near here. That's it. I think I may give Deadlock another try with some of the updates they've had recently to see if my poor 2070 Super can handle it finally. Like, it should be able to, but it was just struggling so hard before the last map update. Then the map update came, and it was just worse. This is shale. That's not useful to me. Maybe it wasn't the graphics then. I don't know what it was really. I'm convinced it was some kind of memory leak or something to do with shaders, but it was really bad. And it just made the game unplayable after like 5-10 minutes. It's like, turn this man's game into a slideshow, and then I suffer for the next 10-15 minutes. Like, even playing bots was unbearable. Okay, I don't need to collect turnips. I don't want turnips. I've got plenty of turnip seeds. I don't really like collecting rye seeds because they have such a short window for growth. They're alright. Toss that. Onions I will always grow, though. Onions are great. I'll just toss the deer here. I think I've got plenty of grain for my needs, though. I can make bread, I can make pies, I can make breadcrumbs, I can make breadcrumb feed for the chickens. Can get some meat out of that. That, and because I've got huge sections of limestone and chalk near me, too, I could make water-glassed eggs. And those can be used in pies. Oh my gosh, there's so much grain here I missed. They can be used in pies. You can make scrambled eggs with water glassed eggs. Um, you can do just regular boiled eggs. It's a great preservation method, and you still get plenty of use out of it. And look at that. I'll be home in time for sunset. Actually, it's like sunset now. And I only got mildly distracted. Basic discussion around the fact that early resistance start players to have human meat drop from players. Gosh, that was a long while ago, wasn't it? Oh, those are jack-o'-lanterns. Don't eat those. Very poisonous. Yeah, there's suddenly a ton of hogs out here. If they weren't such a pain to try and wrangle, I'd bring some of those home, too. Does damage when you eat it. Was the human meat... Yeah, that was an early version of the multiplayer. Yeah, when it was in beta, that's right. Because I don't think... Oh... I don't think I ever really did a lot of PvP stuff in Don't Starve Together when it started out. So spawn out with console commands, maybe. You know what I miss? And, I don't blame Clay for not continuing it. I miss the Gorge and the Forge. Although, admittedly, part of me wants to think that they didn't stop doing it because, they weren't making money off of it. I feel like they stopped because they didn't have any more Orge words that made any sense to do events for. Oh, right, my meat broth is cooking. It's not done! Yeah, PvP. Yeah, because with latency, it's just... In a game that's basically built around kiting, when you have nothing to do with the other person but either get a ranged weapon or kite, and the ranged weapons don't miss, there's not much to be done. There's not a lot of, like, counterplay. There's not a lot of interactivity. Oh, I didn't get any meat, but I did bring bony soil back. Oh, and my pelt is finished. Good. Alright, we'll drop off the seeds. I think that will be a wrap for me today. It's been a good day. Got some useful stuff done. Got some very quality tools put together. And hey, there's my meat broth. There we go. Make plenty of good soups with that. Wait, why does this still not count as... Oh, because I didn't make a cellar. Or I didn't make a door. Bam, there we go. Yeah, that's looking better. Because this is just a 5 by 5 by 5 room. Or 5 by 5 by 4. Just whenever we fight, we grab the pan flute since it puts players to sleep. Yeah. That doesn't sound terribly fun. Anyway, I'm going to head off for the night. Hope you all have a lovely night. I will most likely be around tomorrow. I don't anticipate spontaneously combusting between now and then, but I might. We'll see. Until next time, please take care of yourselves. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Yes, yes, I'm doing my outro for my stream. It's time for you to get attention. Good night.